Whoiskingshawn.
YouTube, what's up? It's Whoiskingshawn, and we're back again with another banger. I got a good one for you. This is highly recommended. Again, business line of credit. A lot of people are sending me emails on question of getting a business line of credit, right? The only issue is that they're having that. They might not have 1 year in business. They might not have that 2-year tax return. They might not have that profit and loss sheet that the bank is requesting, or the credit score might not be good, right? So we always lean back to this option, right? Business lines of credit, business funding that you could get with no documents. Your credit score is not going to be the final approval of what you got going over there. I don't have to worry about a million paperworks I got to provide to show what my company is making. So again, we lean back to these, I call them secondary funding, right? These companies that will fund you and will not base it off your credit score and what you got going on, or even your business scores, but they want to see what you got going on in that business checking account, right? So we lean back to companies like this. But before we get into, again, I got full breakdowns on companies like On Deck. We all know On Deck, if your company is generating enough money, they will give you some funding. Again, 1 year in business, 625 credit score, which is really not good. It's horrible. 100,000 in business annual revenue that you will have, and a business checking account, and you could get some funding. You don't have to worry about a lot of documents that they're going to be asking for, 2 years tax, things like that, right? Or American Express, which is a company I really love. Once they drop their business, be patient. We're gonna go back to what the video's on. Business line of credit with American Express. When they dropped in early 2023, I jumped right on it, got approved. Didn't have to provide no tax documents. I didn't provide anything. All I did is went, applied for it. And again, you got to make at least $3,000 a month if you want to get approved. As you see, have a recent average monthly revenue of at least $3,000. You got a 660 credit score, and have started your business at least a year ago, people. And you'll be able to get some funding with American Express. And if you're in the ecosystem, you got credit cards that will help you to get approval. Again, so let's go back to what we're talking about is Rok Financial. Now, you can get approved for Rok Financial, right? You could get up to $2 million with them. Yes, people, $2 million. But again, that company got to be generating some kind of money if we're not going to base this approval off tax documents, your credit, personal credit score, and things like that, right? So let's go over it right here. How much money are you looking for? You're going to put it right here. How long have you been in business? They need to know. These kind of basic information they're going to need to know, right? What is your approximate credit score, right? So you might be saying, hey, if they're not going to base it off the credit score, why are they wondering about the credit score? Because this is where it's going to hurt you at, people. So if you go here, 599 and below, what you think is going to happen, right? Let's say they look through your business checking account, you connect, they say, hey man, this person is generating some kind of good money, but that credit score is a 599. This is what we're going to do. We're going to approve them for 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. But that interest rate, people, that interest rate will be up there, 18%, 20%, 25%, 30%. Yes, people, you will get rates like this, right? So when you're sending me emails asking me for a business line of credit like companies like this, just know, even though they're not going to base it off that personal score and that personal credit report, they're going to charge you up on that interest if they do approval. Let me make that clear, right? They don't mean everybody's going to get approved, right? And you can do a pre-approval. We're going to get into that. Let's scroll down a little bit, right? So they got a lot of options, right? I personally just helped the person I was mentoring to get approved. They got approved for $35,000. Went through the whole the whole process. They did the pre-approval, seen their limit. Now they actually was going to get approved for $50,000, but once they provided what they needed, they only came back with 35, which the person was actually very happy. They recently just got investment property. All they needed was about $25,000 to rehab the property they needed. So again, As you see, they got term loans, lines of credit, SBA loans, equipment financing, and commercial financing, whatever you may be. But today we're talking about, again, the business line of credit, where you could get from $10,000 to $5 million, right? 6 months to 10-year term. You know, a lot of business line of credit might go a year, 2 years, 3 years. To hear this, people, I want to highlight this. To hear 10 years, just think about if you do get approved, right? For 100,000, something like that, and you keep it for 10 years with that interest rate being high. Do you know how much money you're gonna pay back? Let's put it like this: if you took out 100,000, you probably be paying back $1 million. So we're gonna get into that. That's why we tell you, when you're looking for funding like this, you gotta have an exit route. You can't be getting these kind of funding and stretching it out and keeping it long. You go ahead, grab money, 6 months, 12 months, pay all this money back. That's my MO. I've been doing it for years. Even if the interest rate is high, I don't care, because I have an exit route. You got to have an exit route, people. You can't just get these kind of loans and think you're going to have it for years. You'll never get out the debt, right? So just want to let you know, and you could get funding for, you know, between a day to 3 days, which the person I helped, they got their money within actually 24 hours, which is really good, you know. So let's scroll right down here. And again, you can see what you want, you know, up to that $2 million. How much could I qualify for? Again, everybody's gonna be different, people. Remember that, right? Everybody's gonna be different. Your business, this person's business might be doing $20,000 a month. This person might be doing $60,000 a month. So everybody is gonna be different, right? So right here, you will click secure and instant pre-approval. Let's click this right here, people. Once you click it, you go right here, complete the application, your first name, business name, last name, email, business phone number. Hopefully, if you enter business, you have a business phone number, people. Please don't be using your cellular phone. This it gives me a headache sometimes with y'all. When y'all do this, y'all wanna actually look for business funding, but you don't even got your business structured the proper way, people. You know, I love y'all. I love y'all for rocking with the channel, but some of y'all, man, boy, I tell you, when I check them emails, I definitely get a headache. Again, what industry you in, time in business, and your credit score, because that's how they're gonna base that approval. So if that, you know, credit scores down here or even here, I'm telling you, when you're looking for business funding out the gate, I always tell people do it the proper way. Come on, man. 720 and better on the personal. Keep it excellent. I told you, keep that personal excellent, but this is what people are asking for, so you're going to have to pay for it. Annual gross, again, in your business, hit it, and then somebody with customer service will get back to you and actually give you a pre-approval offer. Once you get that offer, it's up to you to move forward. But once you decide to move forward, just to let you know, you will get a hard inquiry at that point, right? But just to see the pre-approval offer, you won't get a hard inquiry. Just to let you know. So what you're gonna have to do, you got to be 6 months in business, as you see right here, to qualify, people. Your company got to be making $10,000 monthly with a credit score of 500. But you already know with that interest rate, if you get approved, what you're gonna get, it's gonna be outrageous. Let you know. So again, I always advise you not to go after these kind of funding, but I mean, it works for people. If you have an exit route, you say, I'm gonna get this money 6 to 12 months. This money's gonna be paid back. You know, you don't gotta worry about paying all that interest. Go ahead. But again, Rok Financial, a great company. Let me say again, a great company, but have an exit right. Get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. But for now, I'm up out of here. Peace.